भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। राम 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 योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, योगी राम सूरत कुमार, जय गुरु राया। योगी சுரக்குமார் யோகிராம் சுரக்குமார் யோகிராம் சுரக்குமார் ஜெய குரு ராயா ராம் சுரத்குமார் ஜெய குரு ராயா Ram சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் ஜெய குருராயா யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் ஜெய குருராயா யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் ஜெய குருராயா ராம 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 ராம் 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 ராம 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 யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் ஜெய குருராயா யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் யோகிநாத் சுரக்குமார் ஜெய குருராயா ராம 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 ராம் 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 ராம Rama योगी राम रख मार योगी राम रख Guru Raya. भगवान श्री योगी राम सूरत कुमार की जय। सर्वं योगी राम सूरत कुमारार्पणमस्तु। It's a great blessing to be treasured by us for this opportunity, this great opportunity to be here and be able to sing His powerful name for 1 hour in His powerful shrine, knowing it is no small grace, and in celebration of this grace, we have offered the Nama lotuses at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. It looks like I keep repeating these things, but then they have to be repeated. And in repeating the mantra or the prayer, is our salvation. We should also remember to keep offering the seva lotuses at His feet by doing every work that falls into our hand as His service, that we are only instruments in His hands. So we shall keep submitting the seva lotuses as well. Now today is a very special day, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi ji. And it's also, I came to know later, the birthday of Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri. And it is the day the great Kamaraj Nada attained the lotus feet of the Lord. So it's a Remembrance Day. Every way, it seems to be a great day. And Mahatma Gandhi, an embodiment of truthfulness and non-violence. So celebrating his Jayanti means celebrating the principles he stood for, the principles that he practiced. Unless the preacher is a practitioner, the preaching has no value. And Mahatma Gandhi lived his teachings. So to this day, we should remember what he stood for and whatever we can take from his teachings and follow as much as possible. Bhagwan had great love and adoration for Mahatma Gandhi ji. And I remember one particular birthday, the Jayanti day of Mahatma Gandhi ji. Early morning, Bhagwan went all the way to the place where there is a statue of Mahatma Gandhi in front of the municipality. He just sat there opposite to it, probably in a shop, and was waiting and waiting to garland or waiting for people to come to Shri Gandhiji's murti to celebrate. But then it happened that nobody turned up and there was not even a mala. As Bhagwan was thinking that Gandhiji should at least be garlanded on his Jayanti day, he was also very regretful that people had forgotten so easily and so quickly the sacrifice and the values that he stood for. In any case, that day, a devotee of our Bhagwan, Pankajam Das, had taken a mala for Swami and she was going to his place and found it locked. And then she came in search of him and found him in front of Gandhiji's statue. And Bhagwan was so happy that he found a mala in her hand. So Gandhiji got the honor of being garlanded. Bhagwan often said that Mahatma Gandhiji should not be forgotten. the sacrifice that he made, and the practice of truthfulness. Because politics, we know, staying in politics and practicing austerities and truthfulness should be very, very difficult. But despite all the challenges, Mahatma Gandhiji was able to reach that state where the whole world recognized him as Mahatma. We all remember how he resorted to wearing a single dhoti around his waist when he felt that many, many people of India did not have proper clothes. There is another story I came to know from Pondicherry, Jagannath, that he was with Swami at the time. One Matadipati had come seeking Bhagwan's help and blessings because there was a court case against his battalion, and it was dragging on. There was no relief in sight, and he came to seek Bhagwan's blessings for that. And of course, needless to say, that Bhagwan blessed him, saying that they would win the case by Father's grace. And soon after that, the case came to an end, favorable to the Matadipati. So he turned up again with the gift of a silk shawl to offer his profuse thanks at the feet of our Bhagwan. He also put the shawl on Bhagwan, took his blessings again and left. Bhagwan tied up the shawl around his neck nicely, as was his wont in those days. And then he started to go through the streets of Tiruvannamalai with Jagannath. And there he found people on the way suddenly standing up with folded hands and showing special respect to him. Wherever he went, he was given a special respect. To his great wonder and surprise and a certain delight, he found this extra honor and then asked Jagannath, "What is it, Jagannath? Why is it people are more respectful today? Is there any difference in this beggar today?" As though he did not know anything. He always knew everything. So he played this game, and Jagannath said, "Swami, there is only one difference, and that is the silk shawl on you." Then Bhagwan, he laughed so much and said, "Oh, the silk shawl. Now this beggar understands. So all that respect is for the silk shawl." And then he was flaunting it, walking through the streets all the time, smiling to himself. And then I believe he said to Jagannath, "Mahatma Gandhiji, it's a victory for Mahatma Gandhiji." Very difficult to understand why he said so, except that Mahatma Gandhiji advocated the khadar, the simplest native khadar cloth for everyone. And probably the silk was a native cloth, or whatever it was. Bhagwan said, people give respect only to silk shawl, not to simple clothes. There is no available information whether he meant it sarcastically or probably because the silk was also native silk and people were showing respect to native cloth. It's not very clear the way it has been narrated in the book. All the same, it was an occasion for Swami to remember Mahatma Gandhiji. And he also used to sing in the breakfast hut every year on Gandhi Jayanti Day, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai, Gandhi ki jai, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi ki jai. He kept singing and we would follow him and we would be singing for nearly half an hour. The Gandhi mantra, to the great delight of our Bhagwan. And whenever he wandered in the streets, Bhagwan would also shout with great delight, Mahatma Gandhi ki jai, Bharat Mata ki jai. So, father of our nation, he was born on this day to show to the world, no matter where we are placed, he was placed right in the thick of politics. If one could have the right determination and readiness for hard work and perseverance, one could attain Mahatmahood. And Lal Bahadur Shastri, another gentle being, Bhagwan had great respect for him. And I remember something about my own experience. Once, when Bhagwan was still living in Sanadi Street house, I had a long holiday from the college. So another friend of mine and I, we went to Kashi. At the time, we had no idea that Bhagwan was born in Nadra, a village some 3.5 hours, 4 hours away from Kashi. We thought Bhagwan was a saint straight from Kashi. We thought that was his birthplace. So, Varanasi, we went inquiring about one yogi who was living at the time in Tiruvannamalai, but who was from Varanasi, if anybody knew about him. So we made inquiries, and the whole day we spent searching for his house, because we believed that his own people should continue to live there. At least 1 or 2 of the elderly people of Bhagwan's relatives. So finally somebody convinced us that the yogi we were searching for was on the other side of Ganga, this Ramnagar. He said that yogi's house is in Ramnagar. You have to take a boat, cross the Ganges, and go to the little island there. So immediately, with great enthusiasm, we left and arrived at Ramnagar, and again the streets of Ramnagar. We went on inquiring. The yogi from Tiruvannamalai. People, as soon as they heard yogi, they pointed to only one house, one particular street. So finally we reached that place. And then we found out it was the birthplace of Lal Bahadur Shastri. He was known as yogi there. That is how respected the local village people. Anyway, we were happy we could go to Shri Lal Bahadur Shastri's place. We offered our namaskarams to the place and returned. And later on, we came to Bhagwan's place, Sanadi Street, and reported the whole thing, how in that burning sun of summer, we were wandering here and there, making enquiries about the yogi of Tiruvannamalai and his place, and how finally we were led to the place of Lal Bahadur Shastri in Ramnagar. Bhagwan, he burst into laughter. He kept on laughing and laughing for quite some time, and then looked at us with great love and said, "You have found the place of the great yogi." So that is Lal Bahadur Shastri in the words of Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar. And of course, Shri Kamaraj Nadar is very well known for his character, for his discipline, for his simplicity and service to the humanity. So we shall now offer our salutations to all these great people, seeking their blessings, so that we practice whatever Bhagwan Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar has prescribed for us to find the purpose of life, to make this life fruitful. We shall now offer our today's prayer at the lotus feet of Bhagwan. Bhagwan, we beg you a million times for your immediate intervention, divine intervention, to change the way of today's world, which is full of violence. Especially today, it is anti-violence day, non-violence day, the Jayanti day of Mahatma Gandhi. So we beg you, Bhagwan, with greater feeling, for you to bring in peace, unity, discipline and order and harmony into the lives of people. That people should live a dharmic life with remembrance of God. And we beg you to stop this war that's going on between two countries with its own justification, but with disastrous consequences of the war. Bhagwan, there should be peace and harmony prevalent in those countries. And we beg you to bless the whole world on this special day, to pay special attention to non-violence. And there should not be even mention of the word war among the countries of the world. We beg you to keep under control the sudden attacks of those cruel diseases and the violent furies of nature and those disastrous accidents. We also beg you to uproot all the negativities of the human mind, those asuric thoughts which are responsible for today's violence of the world. We also beg you to bless all those people who have been suffering because of some past bad karma or the other, and that without help or protection. Now this karmic theory, they may not believe in. They may not believe in rebirth because they belong to different countries, speak different languages, and probably embraced different religions. But then the law of karma is precise and relentless. I'm repeating it every day. And I'm repeating it every day in the powerful shrine of Bhagavan. So every prayer that we make will be powerful, supported by Bhagavan, blessed by Bhagavan, and it will be doing its own transforming work. So despite this karmic theory, karmic law which does not spare even the avatars, we seek your blessings, your powerful blessings to reach out to all those people all over the world. We also beg you to protect all those unselfish people who have been working very hard for the welfare of the others from unnecessary, unworthy, unhealthy remarks of criticism and aspersion. We beg you again to promote, to boost the economy of the country and the growth in varied fields of activity so that Bharat would reach that high status of Vishwaguru, to lead the whole world in the path of Dharma. We pray to you in all intensity, earnestness, sincerity for joyful and ceaseless chanting of your powerful name and unbroken remembrance of your leelas and teachings so that all that would become our Atma Shakti. We seek your blessings to be sattvic instruments, only sattvic instruments in your hands and not those violent rakshasic beings. We beg you to bless us to run our everyday life as an offering to you and not be caught by the temptations of Maya. We also seek that ultimate state of being, the state of bliss and peace of yours, but then we know that our mind has to be purified. The minds are right now full of worldly desires, desires for worldly possessions, and of course the latent tendencies, the leftover of our past karmas. So there are sudden attacks of vicious fear, vicious anger, vicious jealousy, and vicious vengeance, and passion and sorrow, with the result that man falls into depression and medicine. But the saving grace, as thundered out by Bhagavan, is the name of the Lord, the name of the Divine, which has the power to destroy our past karmas and purify our minds. We take refuge in your powerful name, Bhagavan, and then we beg you to bless us for our early purification. Wherever we live in this world, whatever work falls into our hand, we should be able to do it in the spirit of service, and that joyfully, without any unhealthy competition or jealousy, so that all that would become our Atma Shakti. Please bless us to practice acceptance of whatever life brings to us, be it a joy or grief. It's coming from you. It is based upon our past karma. At the same time, you put a blessing in it also. Whatever comes from you can only be a blessing. perhaps a blessing in disguise, meant for our spiritual transformation, for our greater good, for our closer kinship with you. As a bad karma begins to take over the past bad karma, we know how life changes dramatically overnight. The lifeboat capsizes, landing us in great confusion and depression. We collapse, we resent God and His grace, feeling terribly let down, and we try to move away from Him. We also begin to blame others bitterly for our own failures, little realizing that we invited our own sufferings by our past karmas. But God, or Bhagavan, out of His compassion and generosity, puts a blessing in the punishment which would push us back to God, and every adversity would end up with higher wisdom. And we finally come to understand God is our only strength and only protection, and not money or power or relatives or friends. As the mind gets more and more purified, God's power begins to reflect in our heart, in our mind, in our being. Bhagavan, we beg you to bless us all to know that it's only your sankalpa, your will, that's behind all the happenings of our life and the world. Please bless us to be grateful to you even for the sufferings of life. We know they are greater blessings meant for our spiritual growth. We seek your powerful blessings for all the species of the cosmos to be lifted to a higher plane, and finally, we seek liberation from the vicious cycle of births and deaths, the root cause of which is ahambhavam, the utter selfishness, the I and mine, the tyranny of the ego. We beg you to uproot this ahambhavam and promote atmabhavam, that we all be blessed with that immortal life, that eternal living in you, in oneness with you, in merger with you, or the eternal servitude to you in surrender. You, that eternal supreme divinity. Jai Yogiram Satguru.